Why have we not seen any Le Mans Hypercars in IMSA? What's the reasoning for the LMDh entries not being on the grid in the GTP class for 2023? For some teams, they may just want to stick to one series, in this case the WEC. But for others, there's a deeper meaning for them not participating, which we will discuss momentarily. So for this video, I will dive into the details on why the Le Mans Hypercars are nowhere to be seen on the IMSA grid. Recently, the first race for the 2023 IMSA season began, with the new prototypes making their debut in the GTP class at Daytona to contest in the Rolex 24. But you may have noticed that all the entries on the grid, which includes Acura, Cadillac, Porsche, and BMW, were all LMDh entries. Now, of course, we already knew that the LMDh prototypes would be at Daytona, as the Rolex 24 was set to be the first race for these entries to make their debut. Plus, the LMDh regulations were originally created by the ACO and IMSA, so we saw the LMDh entries, but what about the LMH entries? Where were the likes of Ferrari and Toyota? Now, if you've watched my video on the differences between Le Mans Hypercar and LMDh, and if you haven't, don't worry, I'll link it in the top right corner. You know that the LMH entries and LMDh entries can race in both IMSA and the WEC simultaneously. So according to the regulations, LMH manufacturers can race on the IMSA grid from 2023 onward. This goes the same for the WEC as well, as LMH manufacturers along with LMDh manufacturers will race side by side on the grid in 2023, but over in IMSA, this will not be the case. So what's going on here? Now before we get into exactly why, I want to quickly go over who is racing an LMH. The LMH teams include Toyota, Peugeot, Glickenhaus, Ferrari, Bajkalis Vanwall, and Isotta Fraschini. All 6 of these manufacturers are racing in 2023, but only in the World Endurance Championship. So let's find out why some of these manufacturers are not racing on the IMSA grid this year. So Toyota has actually stated that they don't have any plans to join IMSA with their LMH. While they are qualified, I'm pretty sure they are sticking to the WEC only, at least for now. Peugeot has rumored to join IMSA, but that depends on Stellantis branching into the US side of endurance racing. A while ago, a rumor stated that if Peugeot did join IMSA, the 9X8 Hypercar would be badged as a Dodge. Since Peugeot doesn't sell cars in North America, Dodge, who's owned by Stellantis, would probably be more recognizable in North America. Another brand that's eligible to race is Ferrari. The legendary brand hasn't expressed much interest in joining IMSA, but they haven't ruled out the possibility either. A rumor stated that the team known as Risi Competizioni was rumored to run the Ferrari 499P in IMSA as soon as 2024. However, since then, the situation has gone quiet, so I don't know if this is happening anymore. As you can tell, Toyota, Peugeot, and Ferrari seem to be focusing their attention on the World Endurance Championship only, at least for 2023, because 2024, that could change for these 3 manufacturers. As for the other manufacturers, it's a different story. Even if they wanted to race, they're actually not even allowed. Let me explain. IMSA has a very strict rule for the GTP class. It states all manufacturers entering must produce at least 2,500 road cars per year. Now, this prevents teams such as Glickenhaus, Bajkalis Vanwall, and Isotta Fraschini from entering, as they do not produce 2,500 road cars per year. So for now, even if they wanted to enter, they couldn't. If I'm being honest, it's actually a little sad, because of course it would be great to see more manufacturers join IMSA. Glickenhaus has even stated that they were interested in joining IMSA, but they couldn't because of this rule. It's unfortunate because Glickenhaus is a US-based company, and IMSA is also a US-based organization, so it would be awesome to see them participate in a category as prestigious as the GTP class. My hope is that this rule changes and Glickenhaus, among others affected by it, will have a shot at racing in IMSA. So there you have it. Those are some reasons why Le Mans Hypercar manufacturers are not racing in IMSA for 2023. What are your thoughts on the situation? Will there be LMH prototypes in IMSA sometime in the future, maybe as soon as 2024? Of course, as always, let me know your thoughts down in the comments section. If you're interested in endurance racing and you want to get updates on the WEC and IMSA, make sure to subscribe to the left. And if you want to see more videos, watch one of the suggested options to the right of your screen. So, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye for now.